Oh, really?
Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us here. This is the Skyway 10K, the third annual this year. We are excited to have you joining us for all of the fun this morning.
Yes, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Rob Finnerty.
I'm Caitlin Lockerbay.
And I'm Jabari Thomas. You know, I never would have thought I would see your beautiful faces on a Sunday morning.
I know, Orlando, it's a treat. And we're happy to have your beautiful faces with us too this morning. We're going to get you right out to the Skyway where all the action is going on. We've been watching all of the people get ready to get on the bus, and it's an exciting day that starts right now.
Good morning. Welcome to Tropicana Field. Runners, walkers, and hand cyclists of all levels are going to be making their way across the iconic Skyway Bridge this morning. We are live at Tropicana Field where temperatures are in the high 40s, maybe low 50s at best. It is cold for us here in Florida. Good morning. I'm Rob Finnerty.
I'm Caitlin Lockerbay. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. It is a little chilly out here, but the racers are filled with excitement as they head out to the bridge this morning.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how some people are wearing shorts. Are you kidding? And I've seen some people like wrapped in this like, I don't know, foil paper.
I know.
To keep you warm.
Yeah, you gotta stay warm out here. That's all about keeping your muscles warm.
That's right.
This is a huge effort here, and all of the proceeds are going to the Armed Families Foundation, and it is such an exciting day for us. Over the last 2 years, they've raised $1.2 million, and we're going to send you straight to the start line where Katie McCall is right now, as saying hi to all those racers getting ready to go.
That's right. Perfect timing, Caitlin. We just finished the national anthem. This is a event, as you know. A lot of excitement out here. This is the third wave of runners getting ready to take off here at the start line. You can hear them getting psyched up behind me. Check this out. We have 8,000 runners who are going to cross this bridge this morning. The third wave of them just as enthusiastic as the first, and they have the benefit of having some sunshine to keep them warm this morning. We had a fabulous opening ceremony, guys. Bagpipes, a flag presentation, and we had a special treat from the Coast Guard, a flyover with the Hercules C-130 aircraft, a giant airplane. It's used for a lot of different things with our Air Force in particular. So that was really neat because they did several passes over this crowd, really got them excited and fired up. People here are telling me that they're coming back for the third year in a row. People who ran this in the first year came back the second time, and they're here for a third year because this event is so special. And in particular, people who are members of our military are here. We have veterans here, their families, people running in honor of those who have died. We have people who are coming from different fire departments all over the country as well. We had 2 firefighters in full gear, helmets and all, running in honor of fallen firefighters, many of those who've passed away from cancer. Many of them have done this in the past, and they're very excited to be back for another year, dedicating their race this year to those fallen firefighters. You can hear the excitement and the cheers behind me as these people are getting prepared, staying nice and warm. We have cold hands and warm hearts out here. That's what we say about the Skyway 10K when people are shaking and trying to get warm out here. Let me give you another shot of the crowd as they get fired up. They are just waiting for the cannon to go off. That means the start of the race for them. And you can hear the countdown getting ready to go. Here we go. Standing by for the countdown on wave number 3 of the Skyway 10K. Waiting for the announcer to count them down. We have the cannon prepared right behind them. You cannot miss it when this cannon goes off. The Armed Forces Families Foundation gets 100% of the proceeds from this event. Over $1 million in the first 2 years. Last year, nearly $700,000 were raised for the Armed Forces Families Foundation, an all volunteer organization. You can hear overhead the Coast Guard making another pass with a different aircraft, that one a helicopter. So we've had a lot of fun and a lot of excitement today getting ready for this event. And you can hear them counting down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And off they go, the third wave of the Skyway 10K taking off this morning. Lots of excitement here as people are running for a lot of different reasons. You can see all of the flags and all of the different outfits out here. That's one of the favorite things for people here. We're going to toss to Alison and Justin up at the summit. Hey guys.
Hey, good morning. They're off. The third wave is already headed this way.
They're already up here. This is my favorite spot. I've been here all 3 years on top of the summit. Your first time up here. Breathtaking, isn't it?
The view is incredible, and to see people, this is like the halfway point. So they get to the top of the summit here on the Skyway, and they're like, okay, I made it through the toughest part, is going up that incline.
But then they still have a little bit longer to go because they have to get there, and we talk about the king and queen of the hill. 5 minutes 4 seconds is the record for the male, 6 minutes and 3 seconds the record for the female. Our own Grant Gilmore, he said he's going to try to break that this year.
I'm pushing for it.
I don't think he's going to get
wave
there.
3, so he's on his way.
They just took off right now. One of my favorite pieces up here, which is so breathtaking, is when the American flag comes by. We saw one of the lead runners come with it as the sun is beginning to come up today, and that's what it's all about here, is to raise all this money and to raise awareness and to give back and to give thanks for why we're here
and
today.
there's so much red, white, and blue that everybody is sporting. It's so patriotic as they're making their way through this race, because you are thinking about that as you're crossing the bridge, when you're seeing the Coast Guard fly over and you're seeing the flag. It really makes you know why you're out here running.
And we were just told that the winner just crossed the finish line. They were cooking through here around 6:30 in the morning. The sun wasn't even up yet, and these guys and gals were up in front just cooking their way through. We also saw that the hand cyclists come through as well. We're looking video right now at the winner as he crosses the finish line. And it's just an awesome event to see these people come through here. You work so hard for this event. You said you met a couple people from Green Bay and from all over the country.
People put this on their bucket list of a race to go to and to make part of, you go a 5K or a 10K anywhere. This way, you are crossing the bridge, which is 200 feet above the water, and this iconic, beautiful bridge. You put it on your bucket list. You travel down here. It's a little cold. We're sorry you came from Green Bay, and it's a little chilly, but it's perfect running weather, really, too.
This has become a staple for runners. You talk about the Boston Marathon, the New York Marathon. Maybe one day this will reach that echelon, but as of now, this is becoming one of those races that people across the country are taking notice of, not because just the race itself, but what it stands for and the beautiful scenery. Don't get me wrong, I love myself some New York City.
But you can't beat this.
Does it get better than this view right now, running across the Skyway, as we're seeing some more runners come through here? It's just an incredible time.
Energy. All right.
Always the energy, and all day throughout the day here, we're going to see people stop at the summit. We're going to have so many. We may even have a proposal I hear.
You've had them in the past.
We had 2 last year, 1 the previous year. We like to call ourselves Cupid up here, and as we see one of the choppers come by right now in the U.S. Coast Guard.
That's awesome to see that at eye level crossing the bridge for those runners that are going across the summit. Hey there, how are you? Getting some hellos. Oh, I love it. That's so great. People are so happy.
So we saw the chopper just go by right now, the U.S. Coast Guard. We also saw a C-130 come by earlier before. Love you! See, everyone's so happy up here. It's all loves and hugs.
Because they've made it. That 4% grade for a half a mile going up the Skyway Bridge, they get here and they're like, okay, it's all downhill from here.
Now, you ran this the first year.
Yeah.
What's that like going up this?
It is a little bit difficult, but it's so long and it's so beautiful. And you know that once you get up here, the energy is just so great that you just go and you take it all in.
Well, we'll be standing here all morning waiting for all these runners to come through. All that emotion again. We've got plenty of surprises up here at the summit. Some cool stuff going on at the Trop, too, I hear, guys.
That's right, Justin, Alison. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much. What a beautiful
view is
shot.
I know. I'm so jealous that they're out there right now. On top of that,
The sun is rising. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous morning here in St. Pete and in Tampa Bay for all these runners, walkers, and the hand cyclists as well, who got off really early this morning.
Yeah, about a dozen of them, and we hope to talk to Mike Delancey in just a little bit, a wounded warrior himself who's taking part. He's going to come talk with us in a little bit. Jabari, this is just an incredible event. We want to thank our military members. This is a great way to do it, a great way to give back. This right here, video of the hand cyclists going off this morning. Incredible there, an incredible feat. Can you even imagine? It's daunting for me to think about running this, to do this with the strength of your arms. I mean, these are incredible individuals who just don't give up.
Going uphill has to be very difficult.
Yeah.
My goodness,
I
yeah.
know.
Going up that Skyway Bridge on
But what
12
a view.
hand cyclists going off this morning. We just had a Coast Guard
Yeah.
plane fly right over us here at Tropicana Field. Looked like he tipped his wings as he makes his way
Says
to
hello.
wherever he's going. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see all these people out here. Alison used the word patriotic, and I think
Oh,
there's just so much red, white, and blue, and so much. Everyone's in such a good mood for this Sunday morning.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, I'm going to be around here just talking to some people, just chilling, hanging out, you know what I mean? So you want to stick around for that.
All right, but before we let you go, we want to send you out with some photos that we've gotten from you of military servicemen and women. We'll be right back.
A live look right now at the third annual Skyway 10K. You're checking out the buses that are bringing those runners over to the Skyway Bridge to kick things off. It's running smoothly so far on this beautiful Sunday morning. It might be a little chilly out here, but I think it is absolutely perfect weather if you're going to be taking on this bridge.
And look who we found here, Leandrew Castro, the designer of the artwork for the poster for this year's Skyway 10K. Leandrew, you're running too.
I am. I'm trying to finish the race. It's my first time, but it has been an amazing experience. I just made up the hill, so I'm happy about that.
How did the hill feel?
It was extremely long. It wasn't as steep as I thought. It was definitely longer than I thought. So, yeah.
Tell us about this artwork and what was the inspiration behind it?
So, I kind of did a little bit of research. This is only the third annual, but, I really wanted to incorporate a lot of the patriotic vibe into the poster. I incorporated, the red, white, and blue colors, just because, that's how people are showing support to the troops here. And quite frankly, that is the best way to really show your support for all the armed forces here. So, that's what I wanted to show.
You really did capture all of it because you see the Skyway Bridge in it, the red, white, and the blue, and the runners, and you really got a good feel for what this race is supposed to mean.
And I also wanted to include, the finish line kind of moment, victory. I know I'm going to be cheering once I get through the finish line because it is a good accomplishment. And, that victory feel also, kind of incorporates, just that positive vibe for the troops as well.
Yeah.
What are the moments you take away when you're running up this summit?
There's a lot of things that go through my mind. I've done a 5K also for the Wooden Warriors a couple years ago. And you're going up the hill, I'm able to do this. A lot of the soldiers that sacrifice their time to serve for our country, they're putting their lives on the line. So I'm privileged to be here and kind of supporting the freedom that we have here in the country. So I'm just blessed to be a part of this whole event.
That's so well said. That's exactly like how everybody is feeling today. Very well said. Thank you for taking some time.
You live right around the corner, so you might just, after the Skyway, just take off and go right back home.
I actually could. Me and my wife, we do our nightly walks with our dogs, and we actually walk through a park that we can see the Skyway. It's only like 5 minutes from our house, so I could run, but I think I'll take the bus.
Take the bus.
Yeah.
That's going to be a different view now that you've run over this bridge. We're going to let you go and let you finish this race. Thank you so much. It was great to meet you. Hey, there's a lot going on now at Tropicana Field. Jabari Thomas is down there enjoying all the fun. Hey, Jabari.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm here with Michelle and Jenny. Michelle actually came from Pennsylvania. She ran all the way down here this morning. I'm just kidding. How are you?
Fun, thank you.
Yeah, y'all ready for this or what?
Yes, we are.
So why did you come all the way down from Pennsylvania to do this?
My son was in the military, and we have military in our family, so we're supporting the military families.
Awesome. And how about you?
I live in Brandon, and I'm here with her, and just to support all the military families in the area.
Now, you're a good example because you ladies are going to walk, right?
Yeah. Yes.
There's no running.
No running.
See, I'm telling you, anybody can do this, right? So what is one of your stretching, can you show me one of your stretching routines? How did you get ready? Is it a little bit of like yoga?
Sure.
Namaste, no, none of this? Nothing?
We'll do that when we get up there. Just some leg stretches. And
You're going to do that when you get up there? All right. Well,
over here, so that was our warm-up.
Well, you all have a great race. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you when you get back.
All right.
Check out all the amenities, by the way. They got bagels and coffee. And
Wonderful. Thank you.
all right, bye.
Thank you. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck to everyone. All right. So, yeah, this is fun. And so we're going to go to Katie right now. Katie, how's it looking up there?
Good morning, Jabari, from the start line. It looks like you're having fun over there. We're having a great time here. This is the fourth wave of runners getting ready to start the Skyway 10K. They are going to run across the bridge. When they get to the top of the bridge, they're going to be 200 feet above the water, and that is one of the things that people are the most excited about out here, to get to that midway point and just look out over the water. We have several generations running this race, everybody from grandparents all the way down to grandchildren, and people of all abilities. That's one of the things that makes this so special. Anybody can run this race. You don't have to be an expert runner. And many of these people are here for the first time. They've set major goals. This is something that has been on their list of things that they've wanted to do for years, since we started doing this 3 years ago. This all benefits the Armed Forces Families Foundation. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the 3rd annual Skyway 10K. You are looking at the runners on top of the summit. They made it to the top.
Woo!
And it's taken their breaths away. Justin Granite, Alison, Krauss joining you from the top where people are just trying to get here
Yes.
and make it through the second half.
And then they get here and they're so happy. Everyone's running by this morning and they're saying good morning and they're cheering and see?
There you go.
See what I mean?
Nice job, guys.
Yes. And they have just finished a half mile of 4% grade straight up the incline of the Skyway Bridge. You know, you've probably driven it before, so.
Driving is the key word there, though, not
Yeah,
running it.
no.
A little different when you're 200 feet above the sea level and you're driving. Okay, this is sometimes
It's
it takes
a little
if you
steep.
have an older car like mine, it takes a little while to get up. Just imagine doing it with your two legs. Pretty
Yes.
impressive.
They're doing a great job. It's such an awesome event because the spirit and the emotion of this event comes out just when you're watching the runners. They're red, white, and blue. They're patriotic. They're enjoying the moment, and they're all doing it for a great cause. 100% of the proceeds. Thank you. And they're doing it for the Armed Forces Families Foundation, which gives back to our military community in huge, great ways. And everybody really is thinking about that as they're running this race because you're seeing the American flags, you're seeing the red, white, and the blue, and you really just have that real good sense of community.
And you hear it too. We just heard that gentleman
Yeah.
run by, say where he was, say where he served, and it gives you chills because this is what it's about. This is why we're here. Hey guys.
Good morning.
Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story about sacrifice and what they have given to us.
Yeah.
And all we can do today is give back in just a little way by those donations and making it up this summit and making it back down and making a difference here this morning.
A huge difference. And there are still runners that are getting ready, so we're going to head back to Tropicana Field as more waves continue to get on those buses. Hey guys.
All right, Alison, Justin, thank you. Looks nice up there at the summit of the Skyway Bridge. We are with Terry Regemble, our analyst for this year's race and last year's winner for the women's group. How does it feel right now to not be running?
A little bit of a relief, but at the same time, a little nervous. I kind of wish I was out there.
I bet.
You know?
You said you'll be back next year.
I think so. I might have to come back to defend my title.
We got to give you some props. You ran this last year,
Yes.
40 minutes, 37 seconds, if you can wrap your head around that. And you could have run it even faster because you said people were stepping on you.
Right, somebody
last
stepped
year.
on your foot?
Yeah, I stepped on. I almost lost my shoe, so it was very scary because you have to kind of get out of the way, you know, make sure you don't get run over by everybody else trying to take off.
I bet.
Terry, it's kind of cold this year, like temperatures in the high 40s, low 50s. Is this a good day for running compared to last year when it was really warm?
Yes, it was. Actually, it's probably a really good day. Personally, I like it a little bit warm, but this is perfect weather, honestly.
Yeah.
Last year, I think it was 68.
I know, quite a bit warmer last year than it is. We're bundled up this year. People having to warm up for the race.
I don't even know if they're going to really need water out there this year. I know last year we had to like carry our bottles. So
Are you antsy at all right now, wondering if anyone could break your record? You were the queen of the hill last year and queen of the Skyway.
Yeah, I am actually a little bit curious to see if somebody will break that, or even just the split, the hill split there.
Wow.
So.
Now, and I think we have to give you props too, because this is, usually we wouldn't ask a person their age, but you were 50 years old when you did this too, putting everybody else to shame out there. You think you're going to be back again next year too, right?
I think I could. I think as long as I hold up, I will. I'll probably come back.
Now, why did you decide not to run this year?
Well, I didn't have a big race. Like, actually last year, this worked out really well because it was right after Gasparilla and it was right in the middle. I was doing a downhill marathon in the week after this last year. And this was perfect because of the hill. And you don't get many hills here at all. So I thought this will be perfect. And my friends really raved about it the first year. And I felt like I really missed out the first year, which was why I came and ran it last year. So now I feel like I'm missing out again.
You're an avid runner, so tell us a little bit too. This race is just so special, right?
Well, yes, because it supports the military families. It's a closed venue, and I mean, there's a lot of people that just drive the Skyway and they go, God, wouldn't it be really cool to like just have the whole road to yourself and just, so that was another kind of the cool experience. For it as well.
And what an incredible view.
Oh my goodness, and you can see the view.
There.
We were just showing shots from the top of the Skyway. We will have a lot more with Terry Regemble throughout the race, Terry. Thank you. We want to send it to Katie McCall right now at the start line. Katie, what's going on?
Good morning. We are at the starting line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me who you are and why you're running this morning.
I'm Gina Brodeur from right here in St. Pete, and I'm running because it's my first time qualifying for the Skyway 10K.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What does this mean to you to run in this particular race? This is a special race. This is not just a 10K that we're talking about.
Yeah, you know, to me, like supporting our veterans both locally and nationally, super important. We're so lucky to be in this country in light of everything that's going on in the world today. Couldn't be more proud to be here, couldn't be more proud to be an American.
Do you have veterans in your family, anybody who served?
I do. My dad served in World War II.
Wow.
Wow.
So you run in his honor.
Yes.
Thank you very much for his service. Do you have any goals in terms of time?
Finish.
Just to finish. That is an accomplishment.
I'm a finisher.
All right. And you're on wave 4. People are really fired up this year.
Yeah, it's a great year. You know, a lot of things going on in the world, so it's a great year to support.
It's nice to see all of this unity, too. This is such a patriotic race.
We have such a great community, St. Pete, Tampa, that no surprise to me.
And we do love to support our men and women in uniform. And we have a lot of active duty military here today. You see people even wearing some emblems of their different branches of the military. Yeah, we've got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
Coast Guard.
You saw the Coast Guard flyover.
Times.
We had 2 Coast Guard flyovers this morning, guys. How lucky are we to have our Coast Guard here? You know, we had a C-130 aircraft. We had a helicopter
I was
flyover.
gonna say, the heli was amazing.
That was incredible. And I mean, they came pretty darn close to where we were. So it's been a fun experience just to see this for a 3rd time in a row. I wish you all the luck in the world. You're definitely going to finish.
Definitely going to finish.
High five. Go get them, girl. Thanks so
Thank you.
much.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Have a great day. All right. We're going to toss up to the summit with Justin and Alison. Hey, guys.
Hey, Katie. Yeah, what an exciting time for that woman. She's about to start her way up to where we are, which is about the halfway point. We were talking with some people that were running by, like, isn't this a great way to start a Sunday morning?
Beautiful, huh?
On top of the Skyway, the sun's coming up, a great race for a great cause. It's pretty good.
We also thought we had a moment just right now. It was older couple. He dropped down to his knee. They were already married. He was just messing with us.
Justin and I went,
oh my goodness, we've got our first one. They were veterans. They knew what they were doing. But you know what?
You've seen this before.
We have seen it before, and we're still waiting. We're going to get one. I promise you. We're going to get one.
They have to, right?
We also call this the top of the summit, also the selfie summit, because you can see so many people
look at this.
Hanging out here.
Starts to get a little clogged up here.
Taking it all in. Towards the end of the race, when those really competitive people stop cruising through, it gets a little crowded because you just want to take it in.
When are you ever going to be at the top of the bridge like this, though, to be able to see this view ever, except for a race like this? Except when you're driving, which you can't stop.
You can't stop then. Right now, we are going to stop just for a little bit, take a quick break. We're going to come back here on the 3rd annual Skyway 10K. We're going to get that proposal. I promise you.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Skyway 10K. We are waiting for the 5th wave to start, but I want to talk a little bit about the person that you're looking at. This is Sergeant Jeff Dawson. He has an incredible story. He was deployed 7 times in 6 years to Afghanistan. In July of 2019, he was shot and almost killed. He's just going up the hill. He has been doing physical therapy at the VA here in Tampa Bay. He just completed a 5K at MacDill, and just 8 short months ago, he was paralyzed. So the comeback has been unbelievable for him. He has the spirit of the Skyway 10K, so it's really appropriate that he is walking this. He said, if I can just make it to the halfway point, I know I can get down that hill. This guy is a fighter. He is not a quitter. And he is somebody who really embodies what this whole event is about. It benefits the Armed Forces Families Foundation. So families like his are supported 100% by this organization. It is all volunteer, and all the proceeds from the Skyway 10K go to the Armed Forces Families Foundation, which means so much to families like Jeff's, who almost lost him. To think about the fact that he had a bullet travel through his chest, it fractured 2 of his ribs and his clavicle, and there he is walking. Just amazing stuff. We're gonna go up to the summit with Justin and Alison now. Hey guys.
It has been a really inspirational morning so far today, and Katie's talking about the Armed Forces Families Foundation. That's why we're out here today, and that's why everyone is running this Skyway 10K for the 3rd time. It's pretty awesome.
A combined $1.2 million has been raised the first 2 years. We want to get even closer to $2 million this next year coming. Hi, how are you?
Oh, hey guys.
So good.
Where are you guys from?
Right over there.
So you're running back right over there?
Right over there, yeah.
Not even going to take the bus back?
No, nope.
Just run it right over there.
Run straight to Tropicana Field.
How was it going up?
Amazing!
You got to go down now.
All downhill from here. Good job, ladies. I want to introduce you to Nikki Austin. She's with the Armed Forces Families Foundation, and so much money is being raised, and this goes back to the community. Talk about how this money is given back to our military community.
We use the money for infrastructure projects, so we want to benefit as many people as we can, and we feel that that's a way to do it. It's a long-standing, it's concrete, it's projects that bring families together. So we want to give the military servicemen and women and their families a sense of community. So usually that could be something like a pavilion, or it could be a day room that's attached to the VA where you may have somebody that's being hospitalized for quite a long time. So it's something that gives them an opportunity to be together.
What's it like seeing their faces when those projects are done?
I feel so emotional right now. I can't tell you. I feel like this morning, just thinking about, thinking through all the different projects we've done and seeing all these people come together to support that, it's like I can't stop smiling, but I also want to cry.
Aww, that's a great feeling though. And more than $1 million has been raised over the 2 years, and then you have this year coming. That's a huge accomplishment.
It is huge, and obviously we can't do that alone. So it's thank you to everybody that has come out and supported this event and supported the foundation over the past several years. And visit armedforcesfamilies.org if you want to see the projects that are taking place right now. Lots of good stuff in the community. We have Wounded Warriors Abilities Ranch. We're donating there. We have a project with the VA right now, another one that's going on with the USO. Several different projects throughout the community. USF St. Pete, I think we're supporting their veterans center. They didn't really have one before. It was a tiny room. Now we're able to expand that into a huge space where they can congregate.
So much of today goes beyond today, but what's your favorite part about this event in the moment?
My favorite part, gosh, that's so hard to say. There's so many favorite parts. This morning, I personally love the bagpiper. I love the procession. It's such a patriotic moment, and seeing those flags come through the crowd, it just gives me chills.
It's really a great feeling, probably for you too, to see everybody in red, white, and blue, and to see really the support that's being given back to the community.
It is, and I feel like almost everybody is touched by the military in some way or another. My dad was a former Army, or in the Army, and he passed away right before the first Skyway. So every year I feel a little bit emotional when I think about that, but it's just an amazing thing, and I think it brings our community together because everybody wants to support something that's such a good cause.
Yeah, and Nikki, thank you so much for what you do. We truly appreciate it. What an event, what a beautiful
congratulations,
moment out
a great
here.
event.
And yes, congratulations to you too, because you are such a big part of this. Back at the Trop, we have Jabari. What's going on over there, man?
Hey, you know, there's a lot of things happening over here, all right? So I believe the runners have already made it over there to the bridge, but I see a lot of runners are coming back, and they're going to be checking out a lot of tents here. We have a credit union here. Let's see. We're going to take a look around. Let's take a tour, shall we? This is called the Skyway 10K tour with JT. All right, so they have yoga studios here with some chapstick, which I kind of need right now. Trader Joe's! What's up? What you guys got? Are these kumquats?
We got yes. Kumquats cleverly disguised as mandarin oranges. yes. Enjoy.
Yeah.
PB&J bars. We got plantains. We got jokes. We got good times. Raffles.
And we got her. And you got her. You're never going to go hungry, right? You're never going to go hungry with Trader Joe's. Now, this is what I've been waiting for right here. These are where you stop and you get your vampire facials. I'm just playing, but they're called Blood Brothers. And basically Bloody Marys. And you can, like, sample this stuff at 7:30 in the morning if you want to get lit. I don't know. It's up to you. But, yeah, they got, like, I don't know. What is this stuff? This is Coconut Breeze. Yummy. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's check this out right here. We have our own tent out here. Excuse me, sir. How are you? This is live, by the way. We don't know what's going to happen, but how are y'all?
Good.
This is our 10 News tent. So who's going to spin the wheel here? You all do it. Come on, let's see. Come on, let's see. And we got a lot of prizes on here, too. Let's go this way. And go. All right, I'm going to let these beautiful people spin. We are going to be right back. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you soon.
Those running shoes, the third annual Skyway 10K. You are taking a live look at the runners. Are they just about to take off?
Yeah.
Good luck, guys. We'll see you right here at the top of the summit in a couple of minutes. Someone who just made it up here, our very own Grant Gilmore. The record is 5 minutes 4 seconds to become the king of the hill. Your time was?
I think it was like 5:30, 5:40.
It's not the record.
Oh,
Not the
man.
record. But that's a steep hill. I mean, come on.
You're the king of the hill in my heart.
Thank you.
She said you were going to set the record. I said you had no shot.
Well, you're right.
That's my faith in you.
Well, and you know exactly how I'm going to get up here, and that's going to be not fast.
How was the hill?
It was awesome. You know, it really was. You know, you get all these people running for different reasons, and you have the American flag, you have other flags, you know, from the different branches of the military, and they're just out here for different reasons, but they're all out here together, and it's just an awesome, awesome experience. Not to mention this beautiful day and this beautiful bridge.
I know I was going to say, you got to talk about the weather. You're the meteorologist, so what do you think about it?
I think the winds have actually shifted to kind of, you know, push us
Help.
along now a little bit. Yeah.
Didn't help your time.
No, come on, man. Next year, you're running with me.
I like it up here.
Ooh,
My
I
foot
love
straight
this.
here, just sitting right
Somehow
here.
you have a perch at the top of the most
Every
beautiful
year,
bridge
yeah.
in the country. I don't know how you do it.
It's pretty great. So third year now, you've run it all three. Is there one particular moment of the 3 years that has stuck out to you?
I think every year it's when we've got the 5 branches of the military and their flags and those guys walking up, all walking together, you know, arm in arm in some cases, and you know that gets me every single year. You know, because that's what it's all about today. I mean, a lot of people are coming out here to see the bridge, but you know, we're doing it for our military families. And that's what's
absolutely.
awesome.
We're holding you up. Your time is getting longer and
You guys are my
longer.
excuse for not breaking any records.
Well, we
so
joke,
that's
but I mean, you were cooking up here. 5:30 is no joke, but the key is now you're going down, so
Yeah,
it better be
downhill.
faster than 5:30. Plus, you had a break.
I got a break. Where's my water?
No.
I thought there was a water break.
One for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Keep
All right, go for it.
going.
Good
And
job,
go
Grant.
Go meet the rest of our crew, which is down there at Tropicana Field.
We sure are having a whole lot of fun this morning. Still a little chilly here, but I'm just warming up seeing everybody get off the bus.
Yeah.
The first heat here, we just talked to some kids, about 16, who finished it in 39 minutes.
39 minutes. Now think about that, okay? It almost takes that much time to drive over the Skyway Bridge.
Seriously.
39 minutes, but these are behind us here are people that are just finishing. These are the diehards. These are the pros.
Yes.
You can see they grab a banana, a water, a bag of Doritos, and they're off. Right?
They're
gonna
Ruffle
go
Chips,
party
too.
Here at Tropicana Field. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The first couple groups are just finishing right now, and it barely broke a sweat.
I know, I can't even believe it. How'd you do? How'd you do?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
What was your time?
I don't think I PR'd.
You don't think you PR'd, but how'd you feel about it?
It was great. My third year.
Third year running?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about this race?
Helping out the military families.
Yeah, incredible. That Skyway view too today.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice weather.
What is the what's the prettiest part of the run for you right now?
I think right over the top of the bridge. I mean, you look out, see the
Beautiful
city.
up top.
You're in your t-shirt and shorts. How are you okay? Were you okay out there? Cold this morning?
I'm cold now.
Yeah. Well, go get warmed up. Congratulations.
All right, let's send it over to Ryan and Carolina at the finish line, guys. Good morning.
Good morning,
We also
guys.
have Bobby Deskins with us
Yes,
this morning.
we do.
So the team is together.
So just to be totally transparent here, we've had some technical difficulties here at the finish line, but we are finally here. We thought about running up to the top of the bridge to meet Alison and Justin to try and get on camera and talk to you guys, but we have seen a couple of runners, a number of runners that have come by now.
Yeah.
First male, Stephen Cox, to cross the finish line. Got a chance to talk with him. He was really excited, obviously, to get to the top and finish this race here at the Skyway 10K.
And the first female, Caroline Gipp, I mean, she looked like she hadn't even run a race. It was incredible.
That's
People
what we're seeing. We're
didn't break a
thinking
sweat.
like they don't look all that tired
No,
at all.
not at all. We're tired watching them run over now. Really just an incredible amount of energy here. People are really excited to raise money for our troops and for our wounded warriors. It's really been exciting to be here at the finish line. It's just so much fun.
The group that was carrying the colors today, the flags, were their Coast Guardsmen from Clearwater Air Station right here in Clearwater, and you can see the pride on their faces, and we're here for them and their families, you know, and they were leading the way, and the pack of people running was kind of huddled up behind them. I don't think they were too worried about their times at that point.
Well, we were asking one of the guys who was carrying the flag, and I said, how many times have you had people say to you, thank you for your service?
Yeah.
And he said probably 100 times as we were coming over the bridge. And that's what this race is all about, raising money for the Armed Force Families Foundation's $1.2 million the first 2 years of this race. I'm sure they're going to continue to get up to the $600,000, $700,000 range this year. Once again, really good cause for the Skyway 10K here. And I know everybody here that's running excited to get to this point, but they're all doing it for a good cause.
Yeah, it's a charity. It's a 501(c), and 100% goes towards the charity.
Yeah, I mean, it really, the work that they're doing is incredible. And the beautiful thing about being here is every runner's like, I trained, I'm having a great time, it's amazing, but I'm here for that reason.
Yeah.
You know, they really are here to support, you know, people that need it. So it's great.
So we're, what about like 30, 40 yards from the finish line. You can see the clock up there. Right now it's about 1 hour, 20 minutes since we started seeing them come across. And people are just excited. They keep running till they get to the water, get on the bus, and head back to the truck. So they slow down a little bit right here, but then they keep
See, I'll tell you, last year I was at the top of the bridge in the summit with Justin, and when people got up there, it was like, okay, finally got to the top of the bridge. You were here at the finish line. I love seeing the reaction of people that are like, yes, it's over. I finally reached the finish line this year.
I've been at the start and now the finish, and it's so amazing. At the start, people are cold. They're excited. They want to start. Here, they're like what you just said. Oh my goodness, it's over. I'm so thrilled.
We've got the pups as well that just walked by us here at the finish line. So we got some pups that are galloping in the Skyway 10K as well.
So we started out in the upper 40s to near 50 when we first got here early this morning, about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We're now at 63 degrees, which is the water temperature, and we're going all the way up. So it is. We're going to take these jackets off here just a little bit.
Well, you called it. You know, you said it's perfect running weather, and everyone we've talked to have said this is the perfect weather for them to run. I mean, it's over 6 miles, so not easy. And up that hill.
We've got more coverage coming up here. We're going to get you to a commercial break, and then we'll get you back to the top. Have we heard any proposals yet? We'll see.
Alison and Justin are up there. They're watching for us.
Our Skyway 10K coverage continues after this. We're not going to a break just yet.
Okay.
Oh, we are going to a break. We are going to a break, but we will talk about those proposals potentially after the break.
Welcome back to the 3rd annual Skyway 10K. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, a great day for a run, don't you think?
It is, and we've got
Anna.
one of our runners here, Anna. You wanted to take a selfie and said, why don't you come on live TV with us?
Sure, let's do that.
Oh, you want to say? He's getting a photo right now. How was the bridge? How was the run up here?
It's pretty tough, but we made it. This is our 3rd time.
So you've done all 3?
Yeah, we did all 3. So it's early, it's cold, but we're here for the military family. So, yeah.
And you're decked out in red, white, and blue.
You look
got
great.
the outfit for it?
Yep. There's all the red and blues. Yep.
Yeah.
What's it like running up the Skyway?
Oh, it's tough. It's really steep.
What do you think when you get up here, though?
It's gorgeous. Yeah, the view, the water, yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on with us. A little bit better than a selfie, right? Actually on TV?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, you still got a little ways to go.
Yeah, we're going to let you go.
All right.
Good
take
luck,
care.
Hannah. Hey, guys. Hey, we have some more Channel 10ers over here.
Is that Liz?
That's Liz. Come here.
How did it go?
You know, I'm huffing and puffing. Huffing and puffing.
Yeah,
but
you look great.
We're at the top,
We
so.
saw a blonde stud came by about 10 minutes ago.
Wasn't me.
It was your husband. he was a little bit slower than I thought. You may have to whip him into shape a little bit.
You know, I'll be interested to see how he did. You know he's quick.
He's fast.
he
I'm
was
pulling
good.
for the king of the hill for him.
I don't know. No shot at the king of
He
the
was
hill.
five-
Come on, I'm the only one that believes in poor
Yeah,
Grant.
I said no shot
I
either.
don't think so.
You did 5:30. What's it? This is your second time running it, right?
Third.
So you've done all three.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. And today obviously was the chilliest today, but when you're running, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. When we're sweating, you
Yeah,
know? So
yeah.
it feels great.
Good. Well, we're going to let you get back to your run. Good to
All right.
see you.
You
Good
too,
job.
guys.
Congrats. Good job. Hey, we're going to head back to Tropicana Field. People are starting to file in because now they're starting to
Finish
finish
it up.
the race.
That is right, Liz. We'll see you here at the Trop when you cross that finish line. We are here with Gavin Pagan right now. He's a senior at Lakewood High. He finished third overall. Gavin, you ran this thing in just over 37 minutes. How was it out there?
It was great. A little cold, but fun.
Is it tough getting those muscles warmed up when it's this cool for us here?
Yes, it's very, very tough.
Yeah. And this was an exciting day because you got your personal best today too, right?
Yes.
Third time running this and the best time you've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. What brings you back out here every year? What do you like about this race the most?
The fact that all the proceeds go back to the families.
Yeah.
So.
It really is the common answer here. This is really such an incredible event, giving to our military families, and such an incredible event for the community too.
Yeah.
We've just been blown away by the volunteers out here.
Well, that's what this is all about. There are literally hundreds of volunteers here at Tropicana Field, at the start line, at the finish line, all across this race, and we couldn't do it without the volunteers. Gavin, by the way, did this today. Each mile he ran, 5 minutes, 59 seconds.
Yeah,
which
wrap
is
your head around that.
That is grease lightning right there. So
Yeah.
Gavin, congratulations to you. Your third year running the Skyway Bridge. Any suggestions for any people out there that might want to tackle the Skyway Bridge next year? How should you start if you're not really a runner?
Just try to get mileage up and don't think about it.
That's a good tip.
That's
Just
good-
don't think about it.
good
Just
advice.
get out there and run, right? How long have you been running for? Your whole life?
No, actually 4 years.
What? 4 years and your personal best today. That's incredible. 37 minutes,
Yeah.
39 seconds.
Making us proud. A
Congratulations,
senior
Gavin.
at Lakewood High, Gavin. Thank you so much. The runners are starting to come in behind us right now. They go through the finish line, they grab their medal, they get a banana, a water, a bag of chips, whatever they
Yeah.
want. There are a lot of goodies
You
for
need
them.
you've got your
and then
snacks
they
here.
continue on.
Exactly. Well earned today. So you go get warm, enjoy that medal and enjoy that personal best. Congratulations to you. And Allison's got Jenny up there now, right?
What's going on, Jenny?
Made it to the top. Congratulations.
Have you caught your breath?
Oh, I'm working on it. Yeah, I've been walking a lot, I have to say, but it's so beautiful. It's so amazing that it doesn't matter to get to run across one of the most beautiful bridges in America. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
What's it like running not only this bridge, but with so many people who have sacrificed so much for this country?
Well, that's what I always think about when I think it's getting hard. That's nothing compared to what our armed forces and their families have had to sacrifice. So this is not tough. This is beautiful and blessing. What they have to do is tough.
Yeah, that's great. Is this the first time you've done this?
Second. I did it last year, and I swore every chance I got I'd do it again because it gets me emotional. It's so beautiful up here.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
How's your time so far?
Oh, it's horrible. We shouldn't talk about. It's taken me about 45 minutes to get this halfway through, so it's not great. But I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through. It's all downhill from here.
Faster than us, because we've just been standing and talking. Everyone else is doing all the work.
I was surprised it got hot really quick. Like we were freezing, and then all of a sudden, like you start running and you heat up. So it took me like 5 minutes to readjust my jacket and all that stuff. That was the hardest part, is just adjusting for the colder weather.
Yeah, and then we could spot you with that orange shirt. We saw you right away. We're like, "There's Jenny." Hey guys.
Guess what? You get to get a little warm again because you still have halfway to go.
Yeah, it's not done.
Yes, and I'm excited about it. It's all downhill from here, so I'm excited.
All right, well, we're going to let you go, and we're going to let you head downhill. You got it,
Who's this
girl.
guy?
Congratulations. Good job.
This guy's having the best time ever. Oh, what's up, man?
How you doing?
How was it?
I'm still doing it.
You got me all fired up.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right.
those are the types of characters we've got here.
I mean, we've seen a little bit of everything as they've come running through. You got super patriotic. We've had you had one guy that you wanted to point out that had a gentleman that was walking backwards.
He was walking backwards and bib on the front, but he was running backwards because he had a photo of a veteran on his back with the person's name on it. That kind of got me there. That was a really cool moment. And then we've got the guy that just came by.
Yeah, so
which he's going to be at the finish line eventually, and that's where we find the rest of our crew. Have fun with him when he gets down there.
So we're out here now with this gentleman. Personal record, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you do? First off, what's your name? Congratulations.
Zach Hill, Sarasota, Florida. I came out with a goal of under 50 minutes, sub 50 for the 10K. I finished 47:31. I hit a mile PR, I hit a 5K PR, and I just PR'd the 10K as well. So.
All right. Now, be honest. How did it feel doing this race? Like, be really honest. Everyone's like, "Oh, it wasn't bad."
Yeah.
Come on.
Up until the part where you're starting to go over the bridge, that incline, it starts real nice and easy, and then you realize how long it is, and then it's like the longest mile you do of this entire race. But it's challenging. I mean, you know, I live in Florida. I've only done a couple out-of-state races where I'm in the mountains, so elevation's not my thing. But just kind of dug deep, embraced the pain, you know, embraced the suck, and followed through.
I think it's safe to say when you live in Florida, elevation is usually not our thing. We like being at sea level.
We're used to hills.
When you cross that finish line, Zach, what's that feeling like, that accomplishment? You mentioned all the personal records you set. You got to be pretty pleased with yourself when you cross that finish line.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I happened to look down right around like 44 minutes, and I saw that we were right at the end there. So I was pittering out, and I just dug deep and just tried to.
Yeah, you came flying across. We watched you. You came flying across the thing, laid down on the ground back here. I don't know if we want to talk to him. Let's give him a minute.
Yeah, I was a little tired. I felt like my heart was up here.
But you look great right now, man. I mean, that's what we've been noticing. A lot of people, I think everybody's excited, especially once you accomplish your goal. You got a PR today.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's great. And the weather, it was a little chilly this morning. Somebody gave me a thermal blanket.
You're not wearing it now.
No. We left it over there. It was just something on the rack over there, so I picked it up because we actually missed our wave a little bit, but finished strong. That's all that matters. I got out here and did it, so pretty happy with my performance.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Well done, Zach. Really, thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, our coverage of the Skyway 10K here from the finish line will continue just after this.
morning, beautiful people. Happy Sunday morning to you. Taking a live look here at the runners crossing over the Skyway Bridge. I am so jealous that I am not there because it is magnificent, it is gargantuan, it is beautiful. Good morning, I'm Jabari here at Tropicana Field. A lot of runners coming in. We got Carrie here. How are you?
Fine, Jabari. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How was your run?
Excellent today.
Yeah?
Excellent.
What were you thinking when you were running?
Oh, just enjoying the entire event. It was fantastic. The flybys of the C-130 and the helicopter were just fantastic on the Skyway. The start with the Star Spangled Banner and it was the bagpipes they were playing also, and the
One second, guess what? We have a proposal right now. I hate to interrupt you, but we have a proposal right now. Let's go to the Skyway Bridge. Who is getting married today?
Oh, look what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got a yes.
We got a yes.
We have our first
Skyway
10K proposal of this year.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. You can see it.
And that's a rock right there.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this was so beautiful.
I think my man had this planned nicely.
He did. So this is the first one of the third annual Skyway 10K that we know about, that we've seen.
Oh, the kiss.
And we got a yes.
We saw 2 last year. And this is our first this year. Look, oh,
what a special place.
They are happy. He planned this
to
out
ask
very
that
nicely.
question.
I think maybe we should bring him in after they have their moment. Congratulations, guys! You got a second? Come on in. Catch your breath for a second. There you go. Okay, so what are your names?
My name's Lauren.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you had this planned.
Yeah.
He was in contact with us. Oh, yeah. My man knew how to get this done. Tell us about this moment.
It just feels really good. It's just really cute, like really well planned. I was definitely surprised. Didn't expect to get engaged at the top of the bridge, but that's really special.
So what were you thinking about when you were running up the bridge?
How hard it was. He knows I hate hills.
Yeah.
That's one big hill. And then when you got up to the top, what went through your mind as he started talking to you?
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was happy and I was like, is this real? Yeah. Is this really happening?
Oh, it was so beautiful.
What about you, man? I mean, you had this all planned out. You contacted us a few weeks ago. Walk us through this and how you prepared for it.
Well, you know, it was just like kind of, I knew the location. I just had to get the little details figured out, and it was just a great opportunity because you guys were already up here. And I was like, and, you know, I can't be happier. I'm so glad you said yes, too.
Were you nervous?
I was very nervous.
There was no doubt, though, right?
Well, no.
Yeah.
No.
So we were talking, we have to know, where did you keep the ring?
Oh, I have just a little runner's belt. Just, and then I have a pocket too. So luckily it's cold outside, so I had pockets.
Were you nervous this thing may fall out during the run? She might see it. What's going on here?
Oh, sure. I was nervous at home with that too. So, you know, I think I hit it pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
Didn't fall out, so that's good.
Yeah.
Were you nervous when we saw the retainer on the ground? That was going to be the ring
I
soon?
have zippers.
Oh, this is beautiful. Can we see the ring? Oh my God. It's
what do you think? He did well, right?
He did a really good job. It's really pretty.
So fantastic. So happy. And this is where you guys have gotten engaged. This is what you can look back on when you see the Skyway
Every time
Bridge.
we drive over the bridge, we'll remember.
Yeah.
So where do you guys live?
Over in St. Pete.
So you're right in St. Pete. So this is home base for you. So
Yeah.
this isn't like you came from out of state or anything. You will be on top of this bridge many times, and this will be the memory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably never walking or running though.
Well, next year too.
That was next year. That's
Well, you got a wedding to plan now too.
We can get married on the bridge next year.
Look at that! We're just planning the wedding. See, she's already one step ahead of you.
thinking.
She's thinking wedding day. Maybe we'll have it live on TV. We'll get it all for you.
Perfect.
The second half of this race is going to be a little different, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be downhill and just a lot better.
Who's the first person you guys are going to call?
I don't know.
That's up to you.
You.
Well,
Probably
congratulations. We're so excited for you guys. We're going to let you finish up the race.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Let's send it back to the Trop. I don't think they're gonna have anything as great as that though. That's one that's tough to top.
Aww.
Tough to beat. Congrats to the happy couple, but also congrats to the 3 hand cyclists here. They did it for the first time this year. Mike Delancey, you made this all happen too. You got your guys together and have been training for this. How did this all go?
Well, it went very well this year. Last year was our inaugural when the Armed Forces Family Foundation reached out to us and asked us to put a group of wounded vets together. It kind of came together pretty naturally, so it's been a pretty good partnership with us.
Yeah. The camaraderie here has got to be just incredible too, and what a feat that you guys just completed.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't ride in it last year, but this year, just seeing the group together and motivating each other to kind of get up the hill kind of meant more than just the ride itself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Just incredible. You guys started first this morning too.
Yeah, they started when it was still dark out. We've got Bill Hennigan here as well. And Bill, we were just talking about, you really have to work to get up that Skyway, but right as you get to the top, tell us about what kind of happens.
Well, it's exhilarating because now you know you're going downhill. Right. And we were able to get up to the speeds of 39 miles an hour. So that's a lot of fun to get out there.
Wow.
You get to toy with each other and joke and have some fun. Like you were saying, the camaraderie is amazing. The support we got from the community is second to none. It's just awesome to be out here with everybody enjoying. And then the beautiful weather and a great workout.
Yeah, well, you said that you guys were treated like royalty throughout the whole race, and 100% as you should be. Thank you so much for all the sacrifices that you've made for our country and for our armed forces. Were you able to see, I know you got off right after 6 o'clock this morning, were you able to catch any of that sunrise?
Well, when I got to the top, I did. He was smart enough to get phenomenal pictures. I wasn't alongside with him, otherwise I would have jumped into his selfies. But yes, it was good.
How'd you get the pictures? Did you stop?
So we actually had a guy running along with us, and I just handed him my phone and said, "Hey, give me some pictures real quick." And then it was just beautiful pictures. It's
totally
unreal.
worth it first year, guys?
Unreal. Yeah, it's an incredible.
Next year, 100%. It's an annual thing, 100%.
Great way to start the morning.
All right, we'll be right back here at Tropicana Field. But before we let you go, we're going to send you some pictures that you've sent us of armed servicemen and women. We'll be right back.
Back here on 10 News, our coverage of the 3rd annual Skyway 10K as you're looking overhead of the Skyway Bridge as the race. We are 1 hour and 45 minutes into the third annual Skyway 10K. 15,000 runners entered the lottery for this race. Only 8,000 getting the opportunity to see what you're watching right now run over the iconic Skyway Bridge.
Yeah, people plan months in advance hoping to get one of those spots. So.
Absolutely. Back here at the finish line, Bobby Deskins, Carolina Lead, and Ryan Bass here with you. We have somebody who braved the Skyway Bridge today.
Teresa from Lando Lakes, and you did a fantastic job. Tell me how it felt.
It felt awesome. Last year I did it and I walked the bridge. This year I was determined to run it, and I ran the whole thing. And I did it especially because today is my mom's birthday. She passed away in 1988, about 48 years old. So this was for her, to celebrate her and to get closer to her up on top of that bridge. So this was very special.
She is smiling down right now.
Yes,
I know that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
So more than just the beautiful scenery, I mean, just running across the bridge like that, but like, you know, you're getting a little bit closer.
Yes.
As you're getting to the top of that stand, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. And I'm also a retired Air Force nurse, so I did 28 years in the Air Force. And so go Air Force.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for giving all the money to the military.
What does it mean for you to see this many people supporting the Armed Forces Families Foundation?
You know, it is amazing because so many serve and lose their lives, and some families are left with nothing. And this money here helps. It helps not those that just passed away, families, but so there's some who are in the military, but they're struggling financially. So this helps a lot. So this means a lot. And I'm just glad I was lucky enough to get into the lottery on the second round.
Yeah, one of the lucky 8,000, because like you said, 15
exactly.
trying to get in.
Yes, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, so thank you.
So will you do it again?
If I am lucky enough to get in the lottery again, I will be here. And also, I'm with an iron sharpener group, and so we do races together. This year, 4 of us got in, so we're hoping for more next year. Yes.
Teresa, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Alison and Justin at the top of the bridge. I know people are starting to get up there, guys. Excited to reach one of the most beautiful views in all of St. Pete.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone is in such a good mood, but we're on cloud nine too. We just saw a couple get engaged.
That was pretty awesome.
Oh, it was
Feet
so
away,
great.
And everyone knows this is a spot. That's the second time someone just came over after the real proposal.
I know, do a fake proposal.
And said, hey, this is where we get married. They're already married. But they know this is the spot.
But they know that that's what's going to happen.
We just saw a really cool moment.
Oh, it was
there was
beautiful.
a woman who just ran up, made it to the top, just called someone. She got incredibly emotional and said, I made it, I did it. That's what this is about.
Yeah, she said, a year ago I couldn't walk, and I just made it to the top of the bridge. Clearly emotional, that this was a huge feat for her to have worked hard for and to try hard for, and then she made it.
Incredible.
What's happening, beautiful people? So yeah, we are out here underneath the VIP tent. You never guess what they got here. They got some Bloody Marys, mimosas. What do we have here?
Mimosas are right here.
Yeah.
And they're very good. You ready for one?
Not quite yet, but I may take us like a lemonade or something like that. That's cool. You guys are actually an organization here, right?
We are. We're Jump for Kids. We put personal trainers into Dallas County schools, after-school programs, and we are a charity helping another charity.
We have to go right now, but we will be right back. We're going to take a little quick break. Stay tuned.
back here live for the Skyway 10K. What an exciting time. We are at the finish line, so it's like the best spot because everyone's just relieved that they made it. And here we got Earl from Apollo Beach who's joining us now. How did it go?
Oh, it went pretty good. It was, the flyovers were just amazing. All the people along the course, just phenomenal. Absolutely awesome.
When you, Earl, you've trained for this, right?
Correct.
Camp Gladiator, I see.
That's
How does
right.
that get you prepared to run over the Skyway Bridge? 200 feet.
An hour a day, actually 2 hours a day for me, with just cardio and weights and peak weeks and all that. It's just a lot of hard training and it takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Do you run many races?
Actually, not really. I just got over meniscus surgery. So this is my first race since then. So proud of myself.
Back on the bike.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're proud of you too.
Absolutely.
Mentally, to know you went through meniscus surgery and to be able to complete a race like this, mentally for you, that just has to be another hurdle to get through, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I have family in the military, so just running over the bridge with this and seeing all the people and the warriors and everybody on the side, it's just so overwhelming. And it just pushes you, keeps me going and going. I wanted to stop, but then I saw somebody and then I didn't stop. So it was phenomenal, it really was.
What do you think about all the money that's been raised, over $1 million, and just the support from our community for the people who need it?
Yeah, just, all our military families need it. All the people over serving, there's a lot of families here that can't make it. And this helps them out, which is phenomenal. Absolutely awesome.
What's your favorite part, going over the top of the bridge?
Standing on top.
Take a second.
I stood there
take
for
a second.
little bit, and just looked at the view. It was absolutely beautiful. So.
Doesn't get much better than that.
No, not at all.
Earl, thank you for your service, and thank you for
Absolutely.
stopping by to hang out with us for a little bit.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much. Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Gladiator.
Yes.
Good little plug in there for getting healthy.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? One thing that I liked is he talked about all the people that are here helping this event. There's over 400 volunteers here to help out at the Skyway 10K, donating their time and their efforts to make sure that this event goes off without a hitch.
Now, we got here at 3:30, and there were plenty of volunteers.
AM, by the way.
Yeah, right. Well before we got here. So this is the thing. I think they shut the bridge down at about 3:30 in the morning. The northbound lanes, the southbound lanes are still open. But
And the great
there's so
thing
many
about
people
the
involved.
volunteers too is, they really help to like almost hype up the crowd. They're really excited. Hey!
Yeah.
And this is the best part about being at the finish line. I mean, we keep getting people. Oh,
Wait, no,
get over here.
Come on, hi, how are you?
Oh, all right.
All right, we just have to ask quickly. How was it?
It was amazing.
It was awesome.
Best
It
experience.
was awesome. Long but awesome.
My head's in here.
Did you like the summit?
Yeah. We did it. A few of us did it last year. It seemed longer this year.
It was awesome.
But it was good.
We'll do it every year.
Weather turned out perfect.
Yes.
Thanks, Bobby.
And it looks like you guys had a great time.
We
Look
had a
at this.
great time.
You just ran a race. You're not supposed to look like that. You're supposed to be kind of tired. But congrats, guys. We're so happy.
Thank you, guys. Love you guys.
All right,
you
we're going to
guys.
send it up to the summit with
Bye,
Justin and Allison to check in on them.
Yeah, it's all celebration at the bottom, but it's all celebration at the top here,
The
too.
energy's so great. They get to the top of the bridge, the worst part of the race is over, and then you have this gorgeous view. Everyone's in a great mood. They're like, good morning, and how are you? We just had a birthday. Somebody ran by. It was their
It was
birthday.
a birthday, and one woman came up here a few minutes ago, really emotional. She was in tears. She stopped. She called someone. I was on the phone and said, I made it to the top.
Yeah, she said, a year ago, I couldn't even walk, and now I just made it to the top of the bridge. And she was crying and on the phone, and it was really emotional.
There are so many reasons and motivations to take part in this event, to give back to those who have sacrificed so much for us. There's also personal sacrifice, like that. Emotional event, and there's so much good going on today. It's really special to be out.
Yeah, it's a goal that people set for themselves. We've talked to a lot of people who have been coming here from all over the country. This was a bucket list race for them. They came here specifically for this race. We saw that one from Canada. She was sporting a coat.
The Canadian flag. And this thing sells out quickly. And it's not just a Tampa Bay event anymore.
No.
You hear about this. You see the Skyway. The bridge itself is so magnificent. You want to be a part of this. They're coming from all over the place. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't even matter if you're from this country. You want to be out here.
lost their shot there at the top of the bridge with Justin and Allison.
Yeah.
By the way, I see you took the jacket off. It's starting to warm up out here.
We're in it's like low to mid 60s right now. About 66
It feels
when I
great
go.
outside right now.
Yeah, it really does. Well, the sun shines up now too. The other key thing is that the humidity's been relatively low, and from what I hear, running is best done with the lower humidity. So the weather has cooperated. And as somebody we were talking to earlier said, it was a lot colder last year. It wasn't temperature-wise as much. It was, but it was windier.
There was a wind at the end.
And that wind up there, especially when you get to the summit of the bridge, that
no
can
protection.
get you big.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to Liz and Grant, by the way, who both came through and finished this race, which was awesome.
Liz, who just had a baby, and
We
she
have
did
someone
it
join
like
us.
it was
Oh,
nothing.
absolutely.
Love
This
her.
is not Liz. But this is
Ashley.
Ashley, congratulations.
Thank you.
How'd you like the race?
Good. I tore my Achilles in October, so I didn't know if I'd be able to do it. So it's been really good.
Wow.
So
That's a heck of a comeback.
So my mom is supporting me. So hi, Mom. But yeah, so it was really good.
What was your favorite part about it today?
The views. I mean, I live here. I live in Venice, and this is beautiful.
Well, you get to drive over the bridge often.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't get to stop at the top.
No, you don't. So
Ashley, when you're running after that torn Achilles, to be
Mhm.
able to get to the top of the bridge, are you thinking about the recovery process and everything that went into that to be able to run this race?
there were so many times I've wanted to cry. I mean, it's just been unbelievable. So yeah, it's really good.
You made it.
So,
You
yeah,
did
I
it.
I did. So there's a lot of help from friends, again, family, God. So
Have you
yeah.
run any races since your Achilles?
No, it just happened 4 months ago.
Wow.
So I was a
Yeah.
runner before.
Good for you. That's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
So it's good.
Good for you. So what's your plan now? You're going to run some more?
Rehab. Oh yeah, not stopping now. So just getting better. Next year, I'll run it. We'll be good. So yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
We're proud of you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes.
All right, let's head over to Jabari. I think they're at the trop where these people leave here and go back to the trop.
They get
and
their
see
banana,
family
they get
and
some
friends.
water.
And they get to hang out with Jabari Thomas.
How's it going? Y'all are having so much fun up there, proposals and all, the beautiful site. That's so awesome. So yeah, we're out here at Tropicana Field. We're here with James, Skyway 10K spokesperson. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. It's beautiful weather. We couldn't ask for better weather out here.
I know, right?
It was a little chilly to start,
Yeah,
but
but-
it's gotten nice out.
It's doing good right now. Now you've been all over the place. Like you were on the bridge earlier. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
We were on the bridge, and I don't know if the viewers got to see it at home or not, but the Coast Guard put on an air show out there. I mean, they had the C-130, the helicopter, and it was amazing to see the hand crank folks come over, and then the runners. It's just been everybody's having a great time out there, and it's good to be a part of. You know.
What is your favorite part about this entire race event?
It's nice to relax when it's all over.
I know that's right.
It's
Get you a mimosa. They got them over here. you know?
My favorite part is the fact that it benefits the Armed Forces Families Foundation, which I know you guys are going to be talking to Nikki later, but all the money that's raised for this benefits military families and veteran families, and it's for a great cause. So that's my personal favorite. I'm former military, and to know that there's a charity out there that focuses on families where maybe the military or the VA doesn't budget for that, it's great to just be a part of an organization that gives back to military families.
Awesome, and there's so many different things out here. You guys got food trucks, different booths opportunity.
We're going to party at the Trop. I mean, this is a huge party. If you are not doing anything and you're in the St. Pete area right now, come on down to the Trop because it's going to get a little bit wild there between now and noon. At noon, it's over. But as you can see, runners keep coming out and they're getting off the buses. And there's beer. There's Chewy's giving away sangria and. I think margaritas for free. That's dangerous.
Let's get toe up. No, I'm just playing. Let's not do that so early. All right. Well, thank you so much, James.
Absolutely.
We're going to send it back to the summit right now. All right. Let's take a look.
Do you think we should start telling people that there are margaritas and Bloody Marys waiting for them?
I think they know. I think they're well aware of what's going on.
They made it up. They get up that incline. They get to the top of the bridge. Now we're starting to see a lot of people pull over to the side, take a quick selfie.
Well, that's what it's all. You got to get the picture.
Got to get
for
it.
the gram.
You
That's what it's about
Do
here.
it for the gram.
Is there any? This is the perfect scene, right? If you want to capture
Absolutely.
a photo.
Hey guys! Hi.
The celeb over here.
Two-
Shout outs. Love it.
200 feet above the water, and then you get to take a selfie. You drive over this all the time. You
kind of take it for granted living down here. don't you, a
Absolutely.
little
You
bit?
probably do.
And when you finally get up here and you're standing up here for a couple hours, every time you drive up here, it feels a little different now
Yeah.
because you know what this means to people and why we're here today.
Aw, that was so nice. He just said
Some guy-
Kelly loves her.
Very nice.
See, everyone.
Love is in the air.
It is in the air. We had a proposal. Got to be any more, right? One or two?
One or two more. We're going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, maybe another proposal.
Back here at the finish line for the third annual Skyway 10K. Bobby, Carolina, Ryan hanging out here with you. It's funny, a few minutes ago, I saw everybody coming through the finish line, putting their hands in the air, and then now I see people kind of like, okay, I made it. I made it. It's like a collective.
That's a little bit more of what we expected, right?
Yeah.
Everybody kept coming across. They looked like their hair wasn't even out of place.
Well, the last group that came to talk was, you guys just ran a race? It's like you went to a beauty pageant.
And we just heard one of our producers saying that, she just found out Tuesday she was going to run in this. And I gave her the side eye, like, wait a minute, you didn't even get to train, but looking great.
Yeah, it's been incredible, the stories that we've heard out here this morning. I love seeing the groups come in because this is a little bit different because it's on the Skyway. You don't have lines of friends and family on the side there and signs and stuff like that. It's just all the runners. But so many of the runners have friends or family running with them. It's really cool to see that.
You've been able to be at the top. I haven't. That must be spectacular.
Well,
to stand there and watch.
I'll tell you, one of the most spectacular things is what people don't really get to see because the first wave goes off before the sun rises, right? Yeah. So last year I got an opportunity to see, one, a cruise ship go under the Skyway Bridge, which was really, really cool. Right. And two, when that sun comes up, it's one of the most breathtaking views you can ever see in Tampa Bay. And last year, I remember a lot of the runners coming by and just like taking it in. You could see them just kind of being in that moment and enjoying the view up there because it's unlike anything you'll ever see in Tampa Bay.
Those times, they don't necessarily count when a lot of folks that we've already talked to will stop and take a time to just stand at the top for a while.
Take a picture or just take it all in.
Yeah.
So that takes some time to do.
So we saw a proposal at the top, by the way, earlier.
At least one. The over-under's 2.5.
The over-under, I think we put at 2.5.
These guys are taking bets on how many proposals we're going to see this year.
We did see, by the way, Tim and Sarah, who I had an opportunity to sit down with. They got proposed last year at the top of the bridge, and really cool to connect with. They're getting married at Armature Works, I believe March 28th, I believe is the day, but it's under 30 days away anyway. Yeah. But really cool to see kind of that moment, and then now getting ready for their wedding coming up. They came over and hugged all of us as well.
And we have one of our runners here.
Come on in here. Come on in here.
Come on over. How are you? What's your name?
Cheryl. Nice to meet you, Cheryl.
I'm from St. Pete, Florida.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so how did it go?
It went really well. It was my first time getting in. I was really happy that they did the lottery this year. Yeah, so I'm a teacher. I'm always teaching when they have sign up, and like 5 minutes later, sold out. The next year is sold out. So my first time, and I'm very happy to support the cause.
What was your
God
first
bless
time
America.
like? What was your first time like? When you envisioned what it would be like, is that actually how it was when you ran across the Skyway?
It's an accomplishment. Went through 3 counties and over the hill. So I ran all the way down the hill, whether I wanted to or not. My body said run.
How was the top of the bridge?
It was nice. It wasn't so windy. I thought it was going to be windy and like blow me off the top of the bridge, but it wasn't windy that bad.
So some people I've talked to said you almost have to prepare yourself for the downside because you're coming down at a higher speed, a little bit tighter, so just put your feet out in front of you. Did you have any issues with that?
No. Like I said, my body said run. I went to Annapolis and ran. I'm a Florida girl, so I like flat land. And it was very hilly there, and my shoes never come untied, and they came untied going downhill in Annapolis. So that kind of prepared me for this one.
Wow. Well, congratulations. We're so excited for you. That's awesome.
And God bless everybody that ran today and all our military.
Yes,
Can't
absolutely.
forget that. Thank you. That's why we're here. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to send over to Rob and Caitlin over at the Trop.
Hey guys, we're back here with Terry Rajimbo, who was last year's winner of the females, running this race in 40 minutes, 37 seconds. You were the queen of the hill, also 6 minutes and 3 seconds sprinting up you have your medal from last year here too.
Yeah, it's great. It's I think it's like hand blown glass and stuff. So those are really unique with the etching and colors.
Very proud to wear it, I'm sure, today, and I'm sure a little bummed that you didn't get to run the race. Do you think you're going to be back here next year? And the training for it's got to be kind of grueling too, right?
Well, yes, because we live in flat Florida here, and there's really not many places to train for running up the bridge. I find that running the causeway is a really good, the hill sprints up and back over the causeway, or like Bel Air, go over to Clearwater, run Bel Air, run the causeway there, run Sand Key Bridge. But that Bel Air up and down is really good training for that. And then step ups, like if you run on Bayshore and it's flat, then there's benches, stop, do some step ups.
I hate step ups. Those are the worst.
Yeah, they'll like totally fatigue your quads. But that's what you need when you're coming down that hill, is you need to have strong quads.
Terry, for anybody that's home right now, maybe watching us saying, hey, next year I kind of want to try to run the Skyway, but 6.2 miles, like, I don't know if I can do it. What would you say to them right now? I mean, look at this environment right here. It's a party here at Tropicana Field right now. What advice would you have?
I would say, first of all, make sure you get your doctor's, A-OK, because that's always his first disclaimer.
Clearance.
Yeah. But, start out by walking, and then, maybe if you want to walk for, say, 6 minutes, run for 30 seconds, and just kind of do something like that until you're comfortable. But, walking is just as good. It means you're off the couch and you're out getting fresh air, blood circulating. It's good for your health. It's good, for your mind, and it keeps you young.
It does keep you young. She is 51 years young, still winning these races. And look, from head to toe, you can tell you're a runner. When you walk up here, you're in such great shape.
Yeah.
The first question I asked you was, what do you like to run in, your shoes-wise? What do you suggest?
Any tips?
Well, first of all, make sure you always go to like your local running store and get size there. You can try on different shoes, and I always say, that shoe you put on and it feels good the first time is really the right shoe.
It's like Cinderella.
Yeah, it's not, you don't.
What about Cinderella?
you don't break
glass
it.
slipper. The glass slipper of running shoes.
Right, exactly.
You don't want to turn into a pumpkin on that Skyway Bridge, though, I'll tell you what.
But, the thing is a shoe shouldn't take time to break in. It should feel comfortable. Right. And if it doesn't, find another pair.
We only have a couple of seconds left, but when you're going over that Skyway Bridge, I ran the race last year. Any advice? Like, I had shin splints on Monday that were basically affected me for like a week, and I stretched. But what do? You just said as soon as you get down and you start running downhill, you just cruise, right?
Yeah, you have kind of a forward lean, but not too forward. Don't brake. Don't lean back and go, oh, this is too fast, but don't lean too forward. But you just want to kind of have a natural forward lean as you're kind of going down, and just move those arms, make sure those feet go with those arms, and you're not going out of control.
And you said you want to run it again next year. Are you nervous if anybody broke your record time last year? You were Queen of the Hill.
I know. I've been trying to figure out who.
Been asking around. Did anybody
What are the times?
break 6 minutes and 3 seconds? Because that's pretty
the
fast.
overall time too. So I've been trying to look for that, but I haven't found it yet.
Keep a close eye on that. I think we should pressure Caitlin into running.
Yeah, I know, you've been telling me about it. I'm more of a jogger. I'm more of a like 2 miles and call it quits. But you're saying a lot of what I think is cool about this too, you said there's a lot of runners and walkers. So if you're not, if 6.2, like myself, that's a little daunting, you can walk this as well.
Right, but I started out as a hobby jogger. So I used to teach aerobics. So then I would apply that high-low that I would teach the aerobics in for running. So I would walk and run and walk and run. And then eventually it just became longer and longer. And
all right. Terry,
you're an inspiration,
Yeah.
and people do this to reach the summit, and that's where we're going to send you right now. Alison and Justin out there, tell us what's going on.
Hey, we are up at the summit. So Terry's talking about that she was the queen of the hill last year. She did it in 6 minutes and 3 seconds, making it up. So everybody, when they get to us, they have just finished that half mile straight up the summit.
It's pretty impressive, and not only the athletic skill, but you get to show off your wardrobe too sometimes. And when I look around, my 2 favorite looks so far, the American flag short shorts is a must.
Yes,
and
lots
then
of
the
that.
red, white, and blue tutu. Also
There's
a great look.
been so many of those.
It's a great look, and it's right. So the theme is patriotic,
Yes.
and that's why we're here. We're here to raise money for so many great causes. $1.2 million the first 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it to 2 million total this year.
Which it was so difficult to get in this year. They did the lottery system, so many people wanting to be a part of this race, which is just going to continue to grow and just become more of an impact on our community here in Tampa Bay.
It's so great. And the stories that people share. She's in a hot dog costume. That's a first. Okay, see, I said we get creative here at the top of the summit. And don't forget to take your selfies when you're up here, too. The emotions are just so real when they're up here and so raw. And it's really why we're here. It's just so many good moments.
Yes, it's just about that. It's halfway, so you're halfway done with the race. The hardest part is over, and so many people have gotten to this point. They know that they're halfway there. We're gonna go and keep waving to everybody that are having a great time here at the summit. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
First time running? Yeah, this is the first Skyway.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Jabari. Check 2. What's happening, beautiful people? Is that good?
All right, we're off the top, first thing out of the break.
All right. happening, beautiful people? So we are here at the Tropicana Field. I'm here with Mike. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. This is your first time running this race. How did it feel?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Unbelievable run. The organization, AFFF, and all the volunteers did an amazing, amazing job.
You said like this is the most organized event you've been to, like as far as running goes.
Yeah, I've been to the New York Marathon, Boston Marathon, Marine Corps, and this is as organized as those marathons. Just unbelievable. In their third year, what they do, it's incredible.
Wow. And since this is your first time running across that bridge, what was going through your mind? Did you get a chance to see the sunrise at all?
Yes, I did. It was fantastic. And really what it's about is the Armed Forces Family Foundation. What they do for the USO and our military men and women is incredible. 100% of what they raise today, 100% goes to the military, goes to organizations like the USO. And we cannot thank Armed Forces Family Foundation enough for this incredible event and the money that they raise and everyone that contributes to this event.
Awesome, Mike. Well, thank you so much for running in this race. I'm sure you had a great time, as well as everybody else. We're going to send it now to the finish line, see what's happening there, what's going on.
All right, thank you, Jabari. Yeah, we're having such a fantastic time here, and it's funny to, see people, they have their layers, and then they're like, they have their jackets tied around. Yeah, because halfway through you have to start.
And we're just standing here. We're not even doing any of the work. I mean, a lot of folks that we talked to actually were trying to brave it out early this morning and not wear much because they knew once they started running, they weren't going to want those
It's
layers.
like the real deal runners are like, I'm coming out here in like shorts and a sports bra. I know what to do.
Justin was talking about the outfits too. I love the short American flag shorts we've seen. Everybody obviously dressed in patriotic here, but there's some people that are braving the elements out of it. Now, obviously, it's getting a little warmer with the sun out, but still.
We're upper 60s now at this particular point. We want to talk a little bit about the bridge. It's the Bob Graham Sunshine Skyway Bridge. You don't hear that a lot. He was a governor of Florida, 79 to 87, somewhere in that time frame. In 87 is when they actually opened the bridge. It's about 4.5 miles long. This is 6.2 miles, right, from start to finish line. 200 feet is the top. It's actually a little over 400 feet if you go to the top. Actually, the yellow part, the actual top. And then that longest span right across the center is about 1,200 feet. It's won awards for its look and its design. When this opened in 87, it was the first bridge in the northern hemisphere or the northwest or the western hemisphere, probably the western hemisphere, that had that type of construction. And now you see it in many cities across the United States.
And they got it done ahead of schedule, which I found interesting. 7 years.
$244 million.
What I also love too,
back in the 80s,
because we got here early in the morning, we got some beautiful lights now across the bridge as well, which really adds a really cool element to it when you look at it at night or early in the morning, and it just lights up the entire Skyway.
And red, white, and blue, and they had red and white on the underneath, and then right along the edge was blue, and it was just beautiful first thing this morning.
I think we have some friends here.
Yes.
Hey, friend, hi there.
Come on in. Come on in.
How are you? Ronald, come on in. Watch out the cable here. All right, Ronald, where are you from?
Originally from St. Petersburg, but moved to Daytona Beach about a year ago. Fourth time doing this race.
You got a throwback shirt here, I see, as well.
Yeah, I did that.
I like
I did
that.
that on my birthday in 1987. I'll tell you how old I was.
You're the first person I've met. Gotcha.
12,000 people for that event, too. Great
That's
event.
awesome. So what kind of training do you do for this?
Not a lot. I mostly spend time in the gym with free weights. And I usually keep I'm 65, so I don't run as much as I used to. Try to keep it down a little bit.
Protect those knees.
Yeah, exactly. I think you only have so many miles on your knees, your hips, ankles.
Well, congratulations. Do you know what your time was today?
It was 58:10.
Under an hour?
Yeah.
Yes. Good job.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you,
us.
Ronald.
A really great morning.
Of course.
Yeah,
Thank
course.
you.
All right,
Congratulations.
so more on the
65.
Skyway 10K coming up after the break.
What's up? All right, so we're back here. I'm meeting up with Michael and Elizabeth. They just finished running the race. How was it?
Beautiful out there.
Epic or
So
what?
fun. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
What was your favorite part,
awesome.
you think?
How was it? Were you out here yesterday?
Getting over the top of the bridge.
Yeah, that's what I
Sunrise
thought.
can't be beat though. The sunrise is pretty great.
Yeah? So what did you guys do to prepare, huh? Were you like exercising, rolling your neck?
Yeah.
Who stretched you?
Mostly I was freezing.
I know, it was cold
I
earlier.
was just shivering, yeah.
I'm the heat rock. She just curled up on me. Yeah.
That's how that worked, huh? That's
Yeah,
how-
and then
Good system.
you just go for it.
Yeah, you just go. Huh? You
Yeah.
don't even think about it. Did you guys run the entire time, or did you stop?
Most of it.
Yeah,
we had to
most
stop
of
for
it.
a couple pictures for our moms,
Of course,
but
of
you know.
course.
And
Of course.
the
With you like
water
that.
station.
Yeah?
Yeah, stop for the water.
Awesome. Well, it's the first time?
No, we ran the inaugural year.
Oh, okay.
We didn't make it last year, and we ran this year.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time. We hope to see you back out next year for sure. Go get some bagels. Go get some coffee. Go get some liquor. They got all of that stuff over there. Yeah,
Beer
for
and
sure.
beer.
Yeah, they got everything but vampire facials, I swear. All right, so we are going to toss back to the summit where Alison and Justin are. Back to you guys.
Jabari, yep, we're right at the top.
Right
This is where you want to be.
This is where you want to make it to, because then it is all downhill from here.
You still have a little ways to go, though, once you get up here.
That's fine.
But
You made it through the tough part.
This is the best
Hey,
part.
guys.
Hey!
Good morning.
Thank you. Everyone says thank you to us, but it's thank you to them.
Absolutely.
Because-
They're the ones that are here running and they paid to do the race, and that money is going back into our military community.
$1.2 million over the first 2 years, trying to get to $2 million total for the third year. It's such a special cause, and the reason why we're here is to help those people that have helped us and have given us so much and made so many sacrifices. And everyone just saw smiles. I think this might be the happiest place in Tampa Bay.
That's what we should name this.
The happiest place in Tampa Bay.
Because it is. They get to the top, and it's getting a little more difficult now as you're coming up the summit because the sun's out now. It's definitely warmer. Yeah.
And you see the selfies too. I know you just helped a guy over here.
I know. I just took his photo. I mean, who doesn't want a picture with the big yellow part of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in your photo?
And we saw the proposal. That's like the picturesque, and they're gonna have that forever because the guy who did end up proposing, he got that all together with us weeks ago. That's all the guys out there that are thinking, what can I do? A really good proposal, maybe next year. If you're sitting on the couch right now with the girlfriend, she's like, hey, maybe that's a good idea. That is the best spot right behind us with the sun coming down. There might be no better place in all of Tampa Bay to make that happen.
And they live in St. Pete, so they drive across the bridge all the time. So they're going to drive across it, and they're going to say, oh, hey, that's where our life started together.
We got Superman coming over here. I love the shirt. Great shirt, my man. And again, it's always about the wardrobe here. When you come to the Skyway 10K, you're patriotic, and you're showing off your swag, too. I hear they got a little swag at the finish line, too, as well.
I mean, we're all dressed in our blue, although Bobby's got his jacket off now. Back here at the finish line, Bobby, Carolina, and Ryan hanging out here with you. We're getting towards the end of our coverage, at least, of this race. And as people start to make their way to the buses here, that's where all the fun is, back at Tropicana Field.
There's a little bit of tables with some water, stuff like that, but they get them right back on the bus and then take them right back to the Trop, and everybody meets their families there as well too.
I think we have a great spot. I love being at the finish line. There's just something about the energy. I know every spot has its thing, but it's so fun to see people accomplish this.
Look behind us, all the selfies that we've seen today.
How many times we've been asked, hey, can you take a picture for us? Everybody wants to kind of capture this moment and show to their family, to their friends, everyone on social media, I did it. I accomplished the Skyway 10K.
They've got cameras, and you're not going to be able to see this, but there are regular DSLRs on either side of the finish line that are just constantly taking pictures. So there'll be pictures of people as they come across the finish line as well.
Picturesque moment wherever you go in the Skyway 10K. We're going to go to a quick break, and our coverage of the third annual Skyway 10K will continue right after this.
What a beautiful way to start a Sunday morning here on top of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. And when people get here, they've made it through the toughest part of that race. And they're just happy to get halfway through it.
We're over 2 hours into this race. You keep looking behind and thinking it's ending, but they just keep on coming in, and the energy level hasn't gotten any lower. From the first minute, the first person that came up here to this crew still rolling through. It's been an incredible experience. The third annual Skyway 10K.
Yeah, because it's a brand new experience for them when they get here.
Even the third, we have talked to people that have been here for a second, third time, and it's still that adrenaline rush.
You know, I think one of my favorite parts is someone came over and said, Bobby, thanks for today. Like you predicted the weather.
Beautiful weather out here for today, but we're not out here just for that. We've got a great cause that this race is raising money for this year.
Yeah, and look at the bottom of your screen. We have the information for you to donate. It's really important for us to donate to this cause. It is incredible the work that's being done in our community.
The Armed Forces Families Foundation, $1.2 million raised over the first two races, 40 projects going on around the Southeast at military bases. Let's go back to the summit with Alison and Justin. Guys, what the work the AAFFF does is incredible.
All right, guys, what's going on? We'll take over here from Tropicana Field, where the party is just beginning right now. People are heading over to the band, which is rocking right now.
Yeah.
It has been awesome here today, hasn't it?
Yeah, you know, there's so much to do. There's free food. And finally, the shorts actually make sense now. Because let me tell you.
Warmed up quite a bit.
Yeah, everybody was in that foil paper stuff wrapped around.
Yeah, it's warmed up. Don't forget the Skyway Bridge, by the way, reopens today at 11 a.m. and the award ceremony starts here at 10 a.m.
Right. Thanks so much for joining us today. The race continues on channel 10.2. You can also watch us live on our 10 News Facebook page too to watch the runners continue to end this race. An incredible day here. Thanks so much for joining us, and we want to leave you with some of the best moments of the day, some incredible moments, proposals out there
Somebody
on the
got
bridge.
pitched.
I do.
They're gonna.
On top of the Skyway.
Yeah.
A moment you'll never forget.
For real.
Remember, if you would like to donate, it's armedforcesfamilies.org and help out this wonderful, wonderful organization.
Incredible cause.
And we will be on Brightside bright and early. 4:30.
That's right.
Tomorrow morning.
Have a great day, guys. The news continues. This race continues on our Facebook page live.
3, 2, 1.
want to say a big thank you to all of our active duty and retired servicemen and women, everyone taking part in this race, everyone spectating, everyone volunteering. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you for everything that you have done for this country. And to all our participants, thank you for taking part in the Skyway 10K. Everything that you're doing here today is benefiting the Armed Forces Family Foundation, a nonprofit organization that is 100% volunteer-led. That means that 100% of all the funds given to the Armed Forces Family Foundation goes right back into the community to help support the men and women that fight for our freedom and to care for their families.